Hey guys, this is Rachel. I want to give you an update of my A5 setup in my Filofax Malden and Ochre. A few things have changed, so I just wanted to let you know what they are, so maybe it could be helpful for you or you could get some ideas. I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it and open it up. There is not a lot over here in these pockets. There's nothing in the zip, and there's just some cards related to school and things like that, so nothing big back here. Now in this back pocket I do have this little plastic pocket that I got from Fit Japanese or Fit Japan in Houston, and inside I just have blank thank you cards, some pieces of paper and craft paper that I've punched to fit in a personal size Filofax, some journaling cards, and I think these are Heidi Swap, but they're just these very blank kind of monthly cards that I was going to use in the Filofax. I didn't end up using it, or I may still do it, but they're in here for now. And next is the dashboard. This hasn't changed at all. So I still have these journaling cards with a magnetic paper clip, and then when I flip this over, there's some color coding keys just for reference in case I ever want to use those again. They're there, but they're currently not using this in this planner at the moment. This is actually a Filofax business card holder, and in here I've just got some Target page flags, some post-it flags, and a couple of business cards, all that good stuff. Now, on this side, this is the Happy Planner post-it pack that you can purchase from Michael's, is where I purchased it from, and I just covered the slits with washi tape and then punched holes for the Filofax, and I do like it because it's got a little tab up here as well. So that's there, and then more post-it notes there, some larger post-it notes, and then also this is just a bunch of lined paper in the front for notes in case I need it. And this paper actually came from a pad of paper that I got at a conference, and it's just from the hotel, and it fit perfectly. All I had to do was punch holes. So that's a little tip for you guys. You can just find cheap little things to put in your planner. These were free, so from the conference, so I grabbed a ton of these little paper pads so I can just quickly scribble in notes and tear them out if I need to. You guys have seen this as well. This is my key for my DIY stickers that I make using Studio L2E stamps and my colored Versamagic ink. So that's there. I have my weekly review, which I've gone over before as well. And then here in this section, I wanted to kind of use some of my old So Much Crafting inserts to do like a week at a glance my house chores, so cleaning, working out as well, reviewing bank accounts, journaling, stuff like that. I kind of just use this as a little template to plan all these things out. Now I have updated my routine. And I think one of my first videos was called like a study routine, and I know there's a lot of people that have been able to use that idea, which just makes me so happy that they've used that idea that I had about kind of what does your ideal week look like. And in my personal Filofax, I have actually updated this as well. And this is obviously the Filofax I carry around with me all the time, but these inserts are from Filofaxy. And I just printed it out and then used washi tape and some of those Avery labels with just those mild liner highlighters, which look like this. And of course I color coded my classes, but also color coded activities that I need to do during the week. So, exercise, checking my bank accounts, cleaning, things like that. So, and I'm going to go over this when I give you an update on my personal Filofax. But this idea kind of started here, but I never really finished it, and because I really live out of my personal Filofax, I do not reference this, but I figure I could just keep it in there because it's right near my other routine section. So again, I have a video about this as well. My daily routine, weekly routine, monthly, and yearly. Now this next section is my vision board, which I have in my A5 and in my personal, and I'm going to be doing a separate video about goal planning, vision boards, and all that good stuff. So some of this I'm going to just kind of breeze over, but fear not, I will be going over it in detail about goal planning and all that good stuff, but I do want to just show you briefly. This is my vision board that I made, and again I kind of duplicated a smaller version in my personal, and I'm going to go over this. Just a bunch of magazine clippings and stickers and washi and such. Okay, so on the back of that I've got goals that I want to accomplish throughout the year, and again I will have another video about this. And then I've got 2016-2017 year at a glance calendar. I've got another format for some goal planning here that I have not utilized yet. And then this section again is goal planning, breaking things down into different categories of my life, and how I planned all this out. Okay, and then these are really great Post-its. They are from Walmart, and what you can do is they're sticky at the top here on the corner, and if you write on the inside of the Post-it note, you can fold it up and it looks like a little letter, and I love those, and I'm utilizing those in my monthly section, and I'll show you that in just a second. And I have reward ideas for when I meet my goals, so I've just kind of listed a few things that I thought of. That is some passwords, so I'm not going to show you that. And then I have just the Filofax year at a glance printouts, and I haven't printed one out for 2016 as of yet, but I have 2015, 2014, and 2013 here, just really for reference if I ever wanted to look at the dates, and they don't take up much room, so I've left them in there. Now in this section, many of you are probably familiar with the tabs, so I use the A to Z tabs and just use some labels to cover those up for the months of the year. And in here are my monthly goal planning pages. So like I said, I live out of my my personal, but this goal planning planner is really to help motivate me. I'm still goal planning in my personal Filofax on my monthly pages in there as well, but it's just on a smaller scale. So this is just helping me plan the things that I want to accomplish in the month, and a lot of times half of them don't get done, and sometimes none at all. But again, I'll go over this, and this is what I was talking about with those Post-it notes. If you fold them, if you write on the inside and fold them up, it's like a little envelope. So just to show you what that is. And again, I've got just the Filofax month on 2 pages, free printable. I didn't even print them out correctly. They're not to the width of the page, but it really didn't matter to me because this is just, I need it to be functional. I don't need it to be pretty. However, this is pretty to me because it's color coded and I can see at a glance the different categories of the goals that I have in my life and what I want to try to do each month. So it just has, every tab has just the month on 2 pages, and that's it inside. So I have that for the rest of the year. And then I have some tabs. So I have 6 tabs here. And again, this is from Filofax, and I've just put washi tape on the tabs. And the labels I have are fitness, financial, career, travel, wish list, and home. And these are the things that I don't need to have in my personal because I don't need to carry these things around with me all the time. So I have in my fitness section, I have these little mason jar tags that I purchased. I think they were from Target. And I wanted to do that whole like weight loss thing that everyone's seen on Pinterest, and I just haven't yet, but I've kind of slipped these into a Filofax credit card holder. And then here I've got these Tone It Up weekly meal plans, and let me just see if I can grab one out for you and show you. And this has been helping me meal plan, or it was for a little bit, kind of meal plan. And it's just Monday through Sunday, so 7 days. And then it's got your morning booty call and then your 5 meals with your evening workout. So for a few weeks here, I was utilizing these a lot to plan these things out, but I've got a different way I'm planning that now in my personal. Again, because I have that with me all the time and I don't take my A5 anywhere, it just stays at the house. And those were clipped onto this shopping list, which is laminated. And this I made a long time ago, and it's just got different categories of food, so fruits, vegetables, protein, snacks, and other that I am able to eat, or I should be eating. So I've actually pre-made my grocery list, and I had a lot of these already printed out on just regular copy paper, and I would just go through and mark what I wanted to get for the week. So I would like highlight broccoli, and then I'd put like the number 2 next to it, so I knew that I needed to get either 2 bags of frozen broccoli or 2 heads of broccoli or whatever it was. And then anything else that I needed, I would put under miscellaneous. So I used to have a bunch of those printed out, but just for reference, I have that here if I ever want to get back on, which I'm still eating this way, I just don't do my grocery list this way anymore. And then I've got a little grocery checklist that I've just slipped in here from like a really old Target planner. Again, just for reference, and because on the back of it, it's got like a packing list as well, so ideas for things to pack. And then also in this section, I have meal ideas, and if you notice, these pieces of paper are personal size, and they fit just fine in the A5. Sometimes if you have a longer sheet of paper, you have to kind of trim the corner here because it'll get caught on the rings. But a lot of them are fine, like these Target notepad papers are just fine, and it's not getting caught on the rings. So I've just got some meal ideas, my green juice recipe, my routine when I have like a spa day. And then I think you guys have seen this as well. This is how I was meal planning for a while. I've got Post-it sticky flags for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and I was planning these on So Much Crafting. Again, So Much Crafting inserts, planning out my meals for the day with the sticky notes. Again, I'm not meal planning that way anymore, and I will get into that once I update you guys on my personal setup. And then I kind of tried to do a little bit of a vision board in here and just took like photos of really gorgeous women from like Victoria's Secret and all that, but I kept that in my fitness section. Unrealistic for me and most people, but I thought, hey, if it motivates me, then that's all that matters. In this section, which is my financial section, I just have some of those Filofax finance pages, and this is for when I graduate and when I need to start paying back my student loan, so that's what this section will be for. For my career section, I just have a few notes about things that I want to accomplish, and I do have a little Filofax ruler here because this is one of my top priorities for my goals right now is networking, career, graduation's around the corner, and then the bar exam, and then I need to have a job at that point, so just things I need to do for that. Just a few more notes. And then I have some Filofax address pages for when I start making those contacts and networking. I can put the contact of the person, their address and email and phone number, and then also make some notes about the last time I've contacted them and all that good stuff. So once I have that updated, I'll let you know as well. The next section is travel, and this is just notes about my packing list, travel checklist, vehicle maintenance, all that good stuff, and just a few note pages. And these note pages, some of you might recognize them, but they're from the Target sugar paper planner? Yes, sugar paper planner. I think this is from last year, and it's just the planner notes from 2015, and it had a ton of paper in the back, and I just ripped them out and cut them and punched them. So now I have a bunch of note paper. The next section is wish list, and in here I've got like crafting wish list, or little projects I want to do, my reading wish list, websites that I like, my wish list of things that I would want. And then here, I did this so long ago, I can't even remember when it was, but I took those Avery labels and I did like a nail polish inventory. So I would just put a little dot of the nail polish in the center of the label, and right above it the name, and below the brand. So I kind of at a glance could see what nail polish I have. My collection has grown since then, and then some of these have been thrown away, so it's not updated, but I figured I'd just keep it in there. List of books I either own or want to read, and if I've read them or not. A bucket list, a lift up list, so just like quotes and things like that. That's like 2 pages of quotes there. And the last section is home. And in here I've got, again, some personal size pages. And you see here, the Filofax page, personal size page, was rubbing up against this ring, so I did just trim it and I just cut the corner off, because I'm really not using this online orders tracker at all. I used it in January, I think, of last year, and never updated it. This is kind of interesting. If you ever Google like Ben Franklin's daily schedule of how he structured his day, I thought it was very inspirational. So I kind of copied that and put that into my planner for a while as inspiration, and I've just kept it in this section. And this is a wish list for when I own my own home, the things that I would want in that home. And then that's it for all the sections. And then back here I've got 2 folders, so 2 pockets, and one is labeled inbox, so anything that I need to kind of address or take care of, and then the other is to file. So this kind of stuff's been taken care of, and I just need to put those in my big file, or most likely shred them, because I have way too much paperwork that I keep. And then lastly, I've got this kind of a frosted plastic page lifter, and this actually was the cover to the planner where this checklist was from. The packing checklist, oh, I won't even go there. Anyway, the packing checklist that I referenced earlier, this was the cover to it, and this is where the spiral was at the bottom. So I just kind of trimmed it off and then covered it with washi, and there you go, I've got a page lifter. Alright, and then in the back here, again, I have some more of that note paper from that sugar paper planner, and here I just trimmed off the frayed edge, clipped it with a binder clip, and then I've slipped it in the back of my A5 as a note, basically a notepad, because I hate to waste things. And then this is just another little list pad. I think this one's from Target. And then I have one of those Post-it plastic envelopes with nothing in it at the moment. Actually, could probably just slip this inside since I've got all that note paper for now that I need to kind of use before I use these. And the last thing I can show you here, because that's basically it for the A5, is the pen and pencil I have in here. So I just have the obligatory Sharpie pen in black, and then I have a Papermate pencil in the other pen loop, because the A5 Malden does have 2 pen loops, which is really great. So that is the update of my A5. Again, this just stays at home on my desk. I look at it probably a couple times a month, because I look at it when I obviously plan my goals for the month, and then usually I'll reference it maybe once or twice after that within the month when I do my weekly planning, but I really try to plan my goals in here every month and then transfer those into my personal. So again, I will do another video about my goal planning in detail so you know how I do that every month. And I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great evening. Thanks so much. Bye.